Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in. Anyway, I wanted to create my second vlog for my channel. And in my first channel, I was talking about tuning the F attachment on the tenor trombone. Well, today, for my second vlog, I thought that I would talk about another tuning issue. And this one I think has to deal with personal preferences and how people teach this concept. And it deals with what I was just playing a second ago, lipslurs. The question is, or I guess the situation is, should you adjust the positions to play equal temperament when you're playing lipslurs? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you play a lipslur, let's say a basic 5-note slur, going from, let's say, like a low A flat all the way up to a high E flat and back down, like this. Even if your low A flat is in tune, other notes of the lipslur will naturally be out of tune according to your tuner. And that is because of the nature of acoustics and that instruments don't play in what is referred to as equal temperament. And that is that the distance between each note is the same. And so depending if you're playing with a tuner or an ensemble, you may have to tune differently. And so what I've noticed is that some other trombonists, and I even had a discussion with another professional trombonist in the area about this, and he disagrees with me about this. He believes that the lipslur should be taught where you're always adjusting for the pitch. And so the third partial, which would be E flat in the staff, in the case of the lipslur I just played, that would naturally be sharp. And so you need to adjust out just a little bit to get it in tune or with the tuner. And I disagree because you're in tune with yourself. When you're playing with an ensemble, you have to adjust notes of the chord. For example, in a major chord, you know you have to bring the third down and raise the fifth. Well, the fifth is already raised the correct amount, so you're playing with yourself in tune, if that makes any sense. I also believe that lipslurs are not an exercise about intonation. They're an exercise regarding flexibility. And so when we practice lipslurs, we should be thinking more about our airflow and the transition between the notes instead of intonation. Now, I'm not saying intonation is not important. We should always strive to play in tune. But the main purpose of the exercise is flexibility. And if I teach my students or I play a lipslur with the concept of trying to play it in equal temperament and make sure that every note is perfectly in tune with a tuner, I believe I am distracted from the whole point of the lipslur exercise, which is to develop flexibility and a smooth transition between notes. And so I know that people feel differently about this, but I just believe that we should be able to play a lipslur in tune with ourselves, and also we can adjust if we have to in an ensemble situation with our embouchure. Take, for example, if I was playing euphonium or tuba. Well, those instruments can't micro-adjust positions. When the valve is down, it's a set length. But those instruments also play lipslurs, and they don't seem to have any problems with this. They have to adjust using their embouchure depending on the situation. So my suggestion to fellow trombonists and teachers and students is to teach lipslurs as flexibility exercises, because that's what they are. But it's perfectly fine if you disagree, and I do believe that there is a place for playing in equal temperament. For example, when I'm preparing for a recital and having to play with a pianist, the piano player cannot adjust their intonation. Therefore, I have to play in equal temperament, and I do need to know the tendency of particular partials and particular pitches within a key. But with that being said, I believe that is better covered in scales and long tones and maybe some articulation exercises where you sit down with a tuner or playing through the piece that you're going to play with an organ or a piano with a tuner and work those intonation issues out. But when you're working on flexibility studies or lipslurs, work on flexibility and lipslurs. Play in tune with yourself with your best possible sound, and focus on what the exercise is truly about: flexibility. I hope you enjoyed this, and this is just a little bit of insight into my teaching philosophy and ideas on lip slurs and intonation. So, thanks for watching.